Hey Andre, do you know what my favorite thing in the world is?
What's that?
A tug of war. And you know what kind of tug of war I love?
Truck tug of war.
That's right. And you know what specific kind of truck tug of war I love?
I think you love the electric versus gas power.
Yeah, you know me too well. And you know, like a year ago, Tesla did this tug of war where they took the Cybertruck and then they put it up against the Ford F-150 to see which of these two trucks is the most, well, it's called burly, right? I don't know.
Sure.
Strongest, most powerful.
And it created controversy. The internet almost broke.
Well, we just got another tug of war, and this time from Lordstown Motors. And in this video, we're going to actually check out that tug of war. But before we do that, let's talk about our new podcast. Do you love cars, be they new or classic? Do you love trucks, be they Ford or Chevy? If you love cars and trucks as much as we do, then you're going to love our new podcasts. That's right, we've got two new podcasts, TFL Talking Cars and TFL Talking Trucks. And you can check them out by either visiting our new YouTube page, TFL Talk, or checking out both podcasts wherever you get your podcast, including Apple Music, Google, well, wherever podcasts are given away for free, you'll find Talking Cars and Talking Trucks. All right, Andre, so what's Lordstown Motors?
Lordstown is basically a new company, but it was born in Lordstown, Ohio, at the factory that General Motors used to own. And now this new company is coming in here and they're building what they say is a work truck that's all electric. And it's based, from everything we know, on an older or an existing Chevy truck platform, except it's modified, it has a new body, of course, electric motors, batteries, but they're doing something very unique.
What's that, dude?
They have in-hub motors. Oh. You know how everybody, Rivian, Tesla, Hummer, you name it, they have inboard motors that sit in the middle of the vehicle, and then you have drive shafts going to the wheels and you power the vehicle that way. Well, not this one. The batteries are actually sending their power to motors that are built into the hub of the wheel.
So the question, of course, that this video is not going to answer, but we're going to have fun watching is that more powerful in a tug of war than the traditional Ford setup? So they're tug of warring an F-150. What do we know about the F-150?
So this is what Lordstown has provided. They set up this test, by the way,
yes,
themselves. So they got a recent model year 2019 Ford F-150 crew cab, short bed, four-wheel drive EcoBoost.
Okay, right? Is it a 2.7 or a 3.5?
We don't know exactly. They didn't specify which engine. I'm guessing that they're going all the way, but we don't know exactly.
The more powerful.
Yeah, sure. And four-wheel drive is important because they actually say they put it in 4-low.
Okay.
Okay. So they put the F-150 in 4-low, and of course the Lordstown truck is about the same size, but has 4 motors, a motor in each wheel, like we just talked about. They set up this thing on grass, not pavement. This is not in a parking lot, and that's kind of all we know.
Let's roll the first tug of war before we do the second version of it, which is the top-down version.
You ready, Ron? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, Andre, what a surprise! The Lordstown won.
They set up the test. Okay.
It looked like the Lordstown took off earlier. Did you notice that? It looked like he kind of jumped on well, I was going to say gas, but it's really not gas. It's the electron. He jumped on the battery.
You know what? Electric motors have instant torque.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that's. But you know what? There's one major thing that we don't know.
And that is how much air they let in the tires?
No, the weight. You know, tug of war is, we found out, you know, we've done a few of these ourselves. And as we found out, the heavier the vehicle is, the more chance it has to put the traction down, right? And actually to pull something.
It's basic physics.
Yeah, so if you have a giant dude like me, you know, doing a tug of war with my son, you know, I'm going to likely win.
Not because you're stronger, but because you're heavier.
Right.
All right, well, let's watch the next version of this tug of war, and let's see if in this one the Lordstown loses.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nope, didn't lose.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about horsepower and torque. Do we know what the Lordstown is claiming for that?
Oh, good God. I knew you were going to ask me that.
You're not ready. Now you got to go Google it.
Hold on. So, Lordstown Motors actually they're targeting the F-150 directly.
Okay.
And they're saying that their Lordstown Endurance truck is actually about the same price, about the same dimensions as a F-150. They have this whole website that they have prepared. And they have this table that breaks it down. Let me show you this to you.
Okay.
So first of all, Lordstown, they say base price is $52,500.
Yeah, so that's comparable to a loaded. Maybe not a loaded, but an XLT, maybe a little trim level higher.
Right, 250 miles of range.
Yeah.
Of course, F-150 can go 700 miles if it wants to. Right. 10-hour charge times, or level 3 hour and a half-ish charge times for Lordstown. 600 horsepower.
Right. So even if it would be the 3.5 EcoBoost,
that's still not
200 horsepower more.
Yes. So they basically, here's the table I'm talking about.
How much torque?
They don't list torque on their truck, and usually electric vehicle manufacturers don't.
So really, they're not listing like that funky GM Hummer EV torque where it's like 10 million at the wheel pound of torque. They're not even doing that, huh?
No, they're not. They don't want to specify that, but they do specify that the towing capacity of the Lordstown is 7,500 pounds. Once again, 4 motors, 80 miles per hour top speed, and they say dollar for dollar, it would be actually cheaper to run the Endurance because the electricity costs less, etc., etc. But it's not on sale yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, which one the winner is? It's the F-150 because you can go out and buy it right now, or wait a month or two and get the newest version when the hybrid comes out. So when is Lordstown going to become available? When can you actually go get one of them?
That's $1 million question.
We don't know. Yeah, because they did buy that, right? They bought the factory from GM,
and they've been retooling the factory.
Yeah, and they've been, retooling and getting ready, just like Rivian, just like Cybertruck, just like GM, right? I'm getting really tired of all this PR for electric trucks that no one can go out and buy.
They're calling it 2021.
All right.
So it should be available, within this year, maybe a few months, but who knows?
And it looks like they're going after the work truck, right?
Yes.
Everybody else is kind of, with GM, you're definitely going after. I mean, the bet is there just for show and tell. It's not there for any purpose in the Hummer EV. Yes. This looks like it's actually a truck that you can use to work.
It's less than half the price of the Hummer.
Yes.
It's $52,000 for this one.
Well, there you have it. So, Andre, we've learned absolutely nothing in this video except we've done a little bit of free PR for Lordstown. and right now, if you're counting, guys, it's Cybertruck and Lordstown 2 versus Ford F-150 0. So, according to both the manufacturers, Lordstown and Tesla, the F-150 is going down in a ball of flaming loss and disglory.
So Ford, the ball is in your court.
Yeah, Ford, when are you going to go and actually do something and give us more information so we can take this seriously?
Yes.
But it is fun, right? I mean, this is fun.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'd love to see?
What?
I'd love to see, like a 3-way tug of war, or better yet, a 4-way tug of war. Can you imagine that? Like a square,
like
almost.
A star,
right, yeah. And
people pulling every way.
Yeah, so you've got let's say you've got the F-150 here, you've got the Lordstown here, you've got the Cybertruck here, you've got the Rivian here, and just let them go crazy.
Okay, that's coming up soon.
Yeah, that would be a million view video, guys. Well, thank you for watching. At TFL, we make the promise. You saw it first. You may not learn anything, but you did see it first here. All right, see you guys next time. Ciao.
Thanks.